Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm basically just doing a refreshing of the hydrostat oils on my zero-turn Cub Cadet, where this doesn't have the filters to drain out underneath it. But what I'm showing you here is on my trailer, I've got it hipped up to the rear. You know, the trailer is way off the ground and the machine is tied off so it can't roll off, and the trailer is blocked. Got a vacuum pump here running, vacuum canister. This is just a little bit better system than if you went to the part store and got a hand vacuum pump that you could do the same work with, and it would get the job done. So I've also jacked up the machine with a high lift jack to tilt it to that final that I'm drawing the oil out of right now. I've already got the other side done, and so over here you'll see how I'm pulling the oil out. I've got the plug taken out of the final there and the tube run into it, and you can't get all the way into the final this way. It's just a fill plug. That's what you would tip it over and drain it with. And I'll see if I can get a little bit more oil coming out of the tube so you can actually see it go now, because I've been running it for quite a while. It might be close to empty by now. I was too busy earlier to really start the video early enough, but as you can see, the tube doesn't go a long ways down into the hydro gear here, but you can see the oil when it comes up the tube, and if you were running a hand suction unit you would feel it all the time. And what you do, just keep running this tube down, up and down, and moving it around. And like I say, I'm probably empty now, but this is what I have. And I had never changed the hydrostatic oil on this machine, and it wasn't giving me any problems, but before it did, I just wanted to get that done. And I'm going to disconnect the vacuum pump. And there's a vacuum pulled on the canister if there's any oil in the tube. And if I pick this up, I can feel the weight of the oil in this canister here. And it took 2 quarts to fill one side, and I've got about 2 quarts left in the gallon jug that I bought at the local fleet farm for the Cub Cadet. No, it's over here on my Ranger. And everybody says on YouTube videos that you use 2050 oil. But this isn't 2050 here. This is just drive system fluid, and it's approximately 35 weight semi-synthetic, which is to me a crock of BS, a synthetic blend. But that's what we got, and I'm going to use it. I put a lot of hours on this machine, and I just don't want any problems. But being that it's a machine with a steering wheel, this hydrostat, or the drive motors, do not get the torque and the wear and tear that you would get on a machine that steers by the levers, lateral steers, because you have to skid that around. You have to lock it up and power it around, and you're throwing the front end around. This one here, as you turn it, it's valving the wheel on the turn side to shut down, and so the other wheel is turning around. Only issue with that is when you get into a little bit of a tough going, your steering cuts out one drive, so you have to keep working the steering wheel back and forth to get your traction. But other than that, it's a tremendous machine, especially for going down hills. You got so much more control than you do with the levers. And thank you for watching this YouTube channel, my very first one. Thank you.